experience.
Why? Why am I
Yeah.
enlightened though?
I
Because I
don't.
had that twice when I logged in as well. What caused that?
No idea.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's you, I don't know. I don't know.
Are you guys in a group?
No, I haven't got any groups because I didn't know what you guys were doing. I thought you like to do your bits and bobs
Yep.
before you start playing.
Yep. Just like 5 minutes, and I should be ready to go.
Yeah. I might make a cup of tea while I wait for you to do that.
All right. It is 11 in the evening right now, and Olivia, my 2-year-old, is currently throwing a fit.
No.
I can hear. She's on the third. I'm on the first. She's on the third. I'm in the basement. She's on the second. Whatever.
You have monitors?
I have it turned off.
I just read this. Nah, your life isn't a joke. Life is comprised of one fleeting moment at a time. Those moments sear in our souls as memories that time and space can never take from us. Good and bad, they can all be cherished with a simple change in perspective.
Yeah.
I like it. Sounds like some of my hippy dippy bullshit. I love it.
I used to write a bunch of poetry.
Did you?
Really?
Yeah. It was a way to express, I guess, the tangled webs of emotions that I don't really know how to physically express, so I just kind of write them down. I tend to be that guy that goes from happy and pleasant to pissed and homicidal. I don't really know how to deal with sadness and remorse and sorrow and grief and all that. I just kind of, I don't know, in a way, I change it to anger to deal with it or to cope, my coping mechanism. So I write this stuff down now so that I can deal with it instead of lashing out at people.
Very responsible of you.
I haven't felt any of those emotions until my kid was born. Turned me into a big ass softie.
Clay has emotions?
Oh, since Ollie? Oh yeah, definitely, man. I've never been so emotional my entire life since having this kid.
I erect the spine. I erect this.
welcome back.
Thank you. So whenever you guys are ready, just start the group up, and I'm just doing my bits and bobs.
I don't know where I got this ring of willpower, but I have one of them. I really would like two of them.
You get them from the Undaunted rewards in your mail.
Okay.
And you can get them from any sort of boss drop or whatever, but that's where I've got most of my sort of stuff. There's the Ring of Agility, Neck, and Willpower ones.
So what are we running? What have we got? What do we need?
I don't need anything. I decided I made my own gear. I made just 2 full sets of purple gear for myself, because there were certain traits that I didn't have on the other gear. I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just make the gear. So I'm happy to go along and level up my champion points with you guys.
Alright, well I'm gonna come in with my sorcerer. Does everybody have training gear on?
No,
No.
don't have training gear. Oh my god, I fucked up.
Uh-oh.
I accidentally deconstructed that set that I was working on.
Oh, you didn't
Son of a
lock it.
Bitch. You can lock something?
Yeah, right click on the piece that you don't want to deconstruct and lock it.
Oh.
And it won't show up in your list to deconstruct.
Hard lessons, man.
Well, I'm still looking for that set.
Chris, are you in game right now?
I'm loading in.
Okay.
What an amazing thing, this Ebonheart. What an amazing thing.
I purchase what I...
Oh, I lied. Oh, okay. They're in my bank. Forgot I just deposited them in my bank. I just went and checked to double check. Okay. We're safe.
Hello.
That was a
It's
lot of
alright,
work.
guys, you can stop worrying.
I didn't think anyone was worried, but
No,
You
no.
must be persnickety if you
I
want
just
to
do
felt
that
bad
one.
because we worked so hard that night, went through all those bosses, and immediately like, oh, sorry guys.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
So Clay, I'm looking for the Queen Elegance set.
Okay.
So if you get anything driving, I don't know where we're gonna spawn or what dungeons we're gonna go into if it's given an option, but for the record.
Okay.
Please wait
Where did we
outside.
say that was from again?
Pull up my notepad. Memory is not my thing.
I got a little pad and paper next to for my little notes.
Aradon?
Oh, okay, yeah, delve bosses and stuff.
Yep.
It asked me to port to group leader. You're right there.
Okay.
Yes.
You're invisible.
I can't see you. What the fuck?
I've completed almost every quest in this town. Last time we couldn't see each other, the reasoning was because of a quest.
Hmm.
You're such an OCD ass. But doing all the quests.
Yeah.
You're like me. I'm a completionist.
I'm anything but a completionist, but I just really enjoy the stories.
That's good.
So
I'm just
looking-
the asshole that likes kicking other people's assholes.
I'm looking at our champion point numbers in our bars, and all of ours are gold except for Clay's. His is blue. Why is that?
Mine's blue, because I'm a healer.
No, Clay's blue.
I don't know.
Where are you looking
Oh,
at
that's
to
strange.
see this?
On our health bars in the group. On the left.
Oh.
Usually the healer's blue, DPS yellow, and red is for tank. Usually.
Mine's backwards then. Mine is the healers are like beige, the tanks are purple, and the DPS are red.
Oh, well that's because maybe I've changed. You can change your settings and the colours at what the group is. That's probably why, because yours is set, all yours are all different.
Hey, I got an awesome idea.
What?
How about we run pledges?
Want to try a pledge? Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Let me go and grab the quest. Alright, follow us.
Should I come to you guys?
Well, I've got to get to the place. Where
They
do you pick
may-
up your pledges, Chris?
Right here in the... Fuck, where am I at? Mournhold.
I'll come to you. In a few major cities, the Undaunted camp, you pick up pledges, daily pledges,
Oh, I forgot what
and you
that.
get
Yeah, okay. I can do a couple of those.
you get good rewards. Plus, you also get a key,
And
and
you get experience boosts too. for
yeah, good
completing the quest.
experience.
No, absolutely.
And the key opens up one of the you can open up any of those 3 chests that are on the little platform, and you can get a monster set. A monster set is a 2-piece helm and shoulder set. The helms drop in these pledges that we'll be doing in any veteran dungeon, certain helms, and you have to open up the chest to get the shoulders to match. So you get really good little sets.
Does it matter which person I talk to get it?
There should be 3 green arrows you see. If you're looking at my little health bar, because you can't see me, Oh, there's a guy right here. Glirion the Redbeard.
Yep.
He should have a green arrow above him. You get one from him.
Red claws. The man
And
at
you
arms.
get one from Erg.
Oh, so you do like 3 a day.
Ergalag. Bane right here.
Not enough, eh?
Yep.
Every
And then you
the
get
forge
one
takes
from... I think it's one of these dipshits in here. All girl.
There's 3 for dungeons, and one of them you just do a like a delve for his quest.
I got to get rid of my old ones.
Oh, 1 second, friend.
No. I'm not dealing with that tonight.
Tough crowd here.
Hell. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so there were actually 4 arrows there that I picked stuff up from.
Oh, this lady right here. Maj, all whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I only got 3. I got banished cells.
Yep. I have banished cells 1.
Oh my glob.
Banished cells.
Vaults of Madness.
Vaults of Madness. And Bloodroot Forge.
Yep.
Oh, fudge it. I haven't even got the Undaunted questline yet. Gotta go find the guy.
My
Should be one in here. I've got to go pick
What's
up my
your
daughter.
name? Huh?
She's only down the road. How long did I take last time when I was really quick?
I have no idea. About 10-15 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Alright, well just let me go and grab her. I'll be right back.
Alright. So they give
Guess this is time to talk then.
Yeah, so they give everybody the same quest then. I'm gonna ride around on my mount here and just go fishing and collect stuff. So that has been really profitable lately.
Oh, hey, Ash.
Yep.
While we've got time. Where you at?
Are you about to show me something like I need to pay attention to?
Yep.
Alright, then I'll hold off on what I'm about to do.
What are you about to do?
Catch a buzz.
Oh.
Nope.
No
Catch
need.
a buzz.
Oh, I'm doing the same thing now. Mine's just in liquid form.
I have to drive at a moment's notice and I'm dead sober.
I'm 2 mixed drinks in. Got a pint of bullet and a 5th of a crown.
You had that bottle of Maker's Mark here I haven't touched in months.
Really?
Yeah, I bought that back when Rainbow was still here.
I thought you said you was holding off.
You said no. No need.
Maybe I did. Alright, so, port to me.
Okay.
It'll be free. And, come on out to the Undaunted area. Have you got your Undaunted quest yet?
So, let me look.
They should be pledges.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
Press
did at the same
J,
time I did.
scroll through.
Is it going to be its own quest line?
No.
No. It'll be
What's it
under
under?
different. It'll be under different areas. Look under Aridon.
Lost bet.
It's a pledge, banished sales.
Honestly, just click on every single region and look for the word pledge.
You should have one in
Yeah.
Aridon.
Stone Falls. Where I have one.
Does it say pledge there?
It says pledge. Funnel Grotto.
Fungal Grotto.
Yeah, Fungal Grotto.
Oh,
Okay.
that was the one that
Yeah,
we
we
had.
gotta do that first. No, that's the initial quest to become Undaunted. Ness has got to do the same thing. So we're gonna have to do Fungal Grotto. They're gonna have to turn in that quest, and then they can sign the book and get their 3 pledges like we did, Clay.
Okay.
That's the kind of the initiate's quest.
So
I'm traveling to you now.
So Ash, we did the Fungal Grotto with Ness. We ran it with the 3 of us and actually got through.
Okay.
So you might be able to turn it in. You should just have to turn it in.
Yeah, honestly, that sounds familiar.
Because she laughed at us because we were going to try to do it with just the 2 of us. She goes, no, we might be able to do it with 3 of us. And we did.
On my sorcerer, I can solo Fungal Grotto.
No shit. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I haven't practiced. I don't say I don't have. I haven't practiced enough focus in my rotations to try and maximize my DP. I have certain skill sets that I've been trying to work on that I know there's some order, but I know I could get a lot better at my exactly knowing what spell is going to be cast next to get the most DP.
No, it's kind of a situation. Situation determines rotation on a sorcerer. And sorcerer is the most forgiving class that you'll ever play.
Giving?
Forgiving.
Okay.
Nightblade is the most unforgiving class you'll ever play. If you fuck up one skill at any point, your DPS drops about 30k. If you are perfect, you can reach between 65 and 72.
And now you're talking maxed out levels?
Gold armor, compatible sets, and somebody who knows what the hell he's doing, which isn't me. I hate the fucking Nightblade.
Hey, you're invisible. Oh. That was weird.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh wow, that was really quick.
Okay. Well, run and initiate your Undaunted thing, and I'm gonna run Ash through a few rotations on the sorcerer.
Oh, fair enough. Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna invite you to duel. Now, when you duel, disable your pet. Press C, go down to your pet, and either right or left click, and it'll recall him.
Wait, do what now?
Press C, scroll down to
Exactly.
active effects, and either right or left click your pet.
Oh.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
Now, what you do. First thing, you activate your power surge. That gives you major brutality and major sorcery.
Right,
Increasing
I don't
your
have
weapon.
that even on my action bar.
Oh, that is the bread and butter of a sorcerer. It increases your spell damage and your weapon damage by 20% for 33 seconds.
Oh wow.
So what are you looking at?
Surge is the base skill, and then you morph it into power surge. The base skill gives you Major Brutality, Major Sorcery, increasing your weapon damage and spell damage by 20% for 33 seconds. This is the skill that you keep up non-stop. It never has any downtime.
How do I forfeit out of this battle?
Oh, hang on, I'll do it. You just increase distance from the total.
Okay. Skills. So I'm going to take off my Twilight. We're going to go for Surge instead. Okay. Now, I'm using Force Pulse, Crystal Fragments as my main two. So I weave to then proc the the Crystal Fragments. So weave with the Force Pulse and proc with the Crystal Fragments, and then I have Dark Conversion for as my own health and my own mana recovery. Then I'm using the Unstable Wall of Storms as my AoE and kind of my dot. And then I just now added Surge to slot number 5.
Okay.
Then I have my ultimate set to a Thunderstorm number 3.
You have got to use both bars.
Okay.
You've got to use primary and secondary. Your front and your back.
Alright, so then on my back, I've still kept the same weaving and proc. Then I have the Unstable Wall of Fire, and then I'm using the Haunting Curse.
Alright. The only wall that you need is on one or the other bar. You don't need it on both. My skill rotation goes, or my bars, are Surge. I morphed Surge into Power Surge, because while it's active, anytime I deal a critical strike, it heals me for 2,550 health. My crit is so high. You know how Force Pulse does 3 different damage types?
Huh?
It does Frostfire, Frostfire and Electricity. Every time you hit them one time, Force Pulse does actually 3 different types of damage to the opponent. 2 of those 3 are a crit every time. So I heal for over 5,000 health every one time I use Force Pulse. That's the reason why I can tank with my Sorcerer in light armor.
Is because of Force Pulse.
Because of Power Surge and my shield, I'm almost immortal for all practical purposes. Then when I drop all my AoEs, every 3rd or 4th hit for my AoE crits, which heals me. I have 2 AoEs I drop instead of just 1. Plus I have Haunting Curse that I drop, and it crits usually on the 2nd time, which does the 6,700 points of damage. So I have crits going off all the time, so literally my health bar is doing nothing but going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Every time I get hit for 10k points of damage, I have 4 or 5 crits that proc the self-heal and bring me back up 10, 15k.
So are you talking about... You're talking about the Haunting Curse that does that, right?
No, Power Surge.
The Power Surge.
Power Surge not only increases your spell and weapon damage by 20%, it also heals you every time you critical strike for 2,550 points of health.
This is good for 30 seconds.
Yeah. It actually increases duration to 33 when you morph it. Or maybe 33 now, I don't know. But
I think I should put that on my back bar then.
regardless of where it's at, put it wherever it's comfortable for you. But regardless of where it's at, that skill is to remain active 100% of the time.
Okay.
Whether you're in a fight, out of a fight, it doesn't matter. If you are in a dungeon, it is active 100% of the time. That way you're ready no matter what happens.
Okay.
On my front bar, this is the bar that I have my on my front bar I have the Inferno Staff of Julianus, which allows me, or the 2 items is all I got. I just got the staff, but it increases spell critical by 804.
Now you're talking weapon, what actual weapon we're carrying?
Yes, I have the Infernal Staff of Julianus. Because it's a staff, it's held with both hands. It counts as 2 items. I'm added 804 spell critical. My enchantment is increased my weapon damage and spell damage by 435 for 5 seconds. My staff is infused, which increases my weapon enchantment effect by 25% and reduces enchantment cooldown by 50%.
Oh.
Every 2 or 3 attacks, I'm proccing my weapon and spell damage boost by 435 for 5 seconds. So when I have Power Surge activated, my spell damage is 2,645, and see if I can activate it now. I don't know if it'll do it without a target. Yeah, when my staff procs, I have 3,210 spell damage. My spell critical is 62.4. My percent chance.
My spell critical is finally up to 50%.
Yeah. Mine's mainly because I'm running Mother Sorrow and the Scoria, the monster set Scoria. Then I have 3 rings of willpower. I have healthy, and robust. Just because I needed the extra health and stamina. I have a few stamina abilities that I use from time to time in PvP. But all of my enchants are all spell damage on my jewelry. My second weapon is the Asylum's Lightning Staff. You get that through running Asylum Sanctum. It doesn't drop every time. You might run 10 times and it never drops. But eventually it does. It's every 3rd cast of Force Shock will always apply the burning, concussion, and chilled status effects. The Force Shock casts must be made within 10 seconds of each other for this effect to occur. So what that does is it applies a dot to whatever I'm fighting. So not only are my 2 AoEs hitting them twice every second, once a piece, I've also got this dot that's applied that hits them as well. So I've got 3 things that tick every second that cause damage, which increases my stuff a lot.
Yeah,
Now,
what is the name of that staff?
The Asylum Staff. Here, I'll link it in group.
I need to do fungal.
Down.
Do you want me to just drop group while you
Oh,
talk about this? And I'll do
no, Ash needs to figure out if he needs to run fungal too, or if he needs to turn in the quest.
Well, either way,
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
to run
real
it,
quick.
so.
Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll run this group. I'll queue his tank. Fungal Grotto's easy. Alright, go ahead and queue us up, Ness.
Clay.
Oh, hold on, I got something
Yes,
attacking me.
Just had my food, so I'm all good.
I got 20 minutes left on here.
Yeah, I thought I'd stand out in front of the quest giver, so when I finish it, I'll hand it in.
My dog snores so loud.
Aww.
Alright, Funko Crawler 1.
Anyway, Ash, I run. It's a Mage Guild ability, like the first level you get. But I run Mage Light on both bars as slot 5 because it gives you a large increase. It gives you major prophecy at all times, as long as it's on whatever bar you have up. But it gives you major prophecy at all times, which increases spell crit by like almost 3 grand.
Oh wow. What class is that under?
Mage Guild. It's under World, I think. Isn't that right, Ned? Is it World?
Yep.
Yeah, World.
Oh, sorry, under guilds. Mage guild.
Guilds. There you go.
Guilds.
Have you
Mage Light.
started the Mage Guild? You picked the quest
Yeah, I have
lineup.
that one. I just didn't have that skill unlocked, so I just unlocked that. I had 1 point sitting there. So I'm going to stick that on 5. I have Surge 1 right now.
Alright, before we go farther, my first bar has Surge, Haunting's Curse, Crystal Fragments, Boundless Storm, and Inner Light, which is the Mage Light morph.
Say Boundless Storm is on there?
Yeah, I do that because a lot of times I'm supposed to be ranged DPS, but most of the time I'm right there in their faces. So I do an extra 581 shock damage every second, but it raises my physical and spell resistance by 5200. So it gives me an extra buff because I don't have much in resistances because I'm a sorcerer. So it gives me an extra little bit.
Right. So I have Surge and Boundless Storm on this. I need to get Mage Light on this. Now, Mage Light you said you had on both.
Yeah, because it only counts if you've got that
On the
bar
bar.
up. If you've got that bar active. If you
I've got
switch,
Mage Light on mine.
yeah, if you
Come on.
switch to your back bar and you don't have Mage Light on it, then
I'll go with you.
it doesn't affect anymore.
Right, I'm going to play with what I have right here and just get used to this.
On your Haunting's Curse, you always kind of want to make sure that you hit the boss or the biggest guy in the mob that you're going for, because it takes so long to proc. Most of the little guys are dead long before it hits the first time. So you just kind of waste that time that you use casting that, and the mana or whatever you used, if you don't put it on a big enough guy.
Okay.
And as you go through the dungeons, you'll kind of figure out which ones are the bosses, what they look like.
So as far as Mage Light goes, it's not that I'm actually using it. I'm just more keeping it on my bot.
It's a passive thing.
Yeah. Whoever said alcohol does not impair motor skills was a fucking liar.
Yes, they are.
Zach.
I can't tell you how many times I hit 6 and 7. Trying to hit 5.
I do that sober.
You're sober?
Pretty good with my fingers, so. Typically hit. Yeah, a time or two maybe. Look at that damage. Oh, I didn't show it. I had 47 showing on mine.
hold on real quick.
Alright.
I just got a message saying, "Don't freak out, but my contractions have significantly increased."
Nice, nice.
We've got one more boss, tell her.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I'm kidding.
Cross your
Hold it
legs.
in.
We're doing this.
Tell her tighten your stomach and cross her legs. You'll be there in a minute.
We'll get this done quick. We can get to her.
I just realized I didn't use any food buffs.
Oh, me either. So I don't feel like I'm doing any more DPS with this, but I do feel like my armor is like I don't feel like I'm dying as easily.
Yeah,
have a-
it is easier to heal you. Wow.
Alright, she can push now.
Shit.
Yep.
By the ebony blade, this is it. We found the shrine.
Go have a baby, yay.
Oh man, she's
A
gonna be
lot
like,
of it has to do with, it's like a 50-50 deal. Okay, if you got shit gear that doesn't stack well together, then it doesn't really matter your rotation. You're not going to crank out enough damage per attack, bring your DPS up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I have
Like
the
my-
same gear that that's made me.
Yeah, and
This... What? I
Go
was
ahead,
just
Ness.
going to say, this spider cultist set that drops is really nice.
oh yeah. I don't disagree with that at all. But it's what sets do you have, and how do they work together? Okay, kind of like a glove. All the fingers don't fit right, then the glove is just the whole glove is shit. You know what I mean? So if you've got Spider Cultist, which is an excellent set, then you're running something else.
No, I
that-
think I made him Julianos and what was the other?
The other one, Juicer.
Seducer and Julianos. They always go hand in hand.
Link an item from both sets in the chat.
Yep.
Because I don't remember what Seducer is.
It's mainly with Magicka because he was having trouble sustaining his Magicka.
Alright, Magicka is sustained easily with your heavy attacks on a sorcerer. Because the spells aren't really that
Expensive.
well, they don't exhaust the resource pool per spell. So if you weave a heavy attack, say you do Force Pulse, light attack, Force Pulse, heavy attack. The heavy attack on the end there is going to restore as much mana as both Force Pulses took. You see what I'm saying? So
Okay.
your sustain is almost indefinite. A sorcerer is, like I said, the easiest class to play. Yeah, I mean it is the class for noobs, and it's my favorite, to be honest. And so it's the easiest class to learn. It is the best class to begin on. What one of your really big problems is right here is your CP level 100 and you have level 50 armor on.
Yeah,
Your
I was just
armor,
noticing that.
your armor reduces. All of the stats reduce based on the gap between the armor level and your current level.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check on her. I may or may not be back.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Okay.
Good luck.
Hey, take it easy,
Thanks.
brother. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, like I
See
said
you
to you,
soon.
I replace my gear every 10 levels or so. So you
Oh.
just speak up when you want some new gear and I'll make you some.
Hey, I'd love some new gear.
Oh, yeah, I'll make you some.
But
Well, you tell me what sets you want. If you want to Google, or Chris, what sets do you like? Oh,
that
Julianos is a given crafted set. You have to have Julianos. That's awesome.
Juliana's 4A crafted set is the best set, hands down, for any magic spect rate or class in game. Hands down, it's the best crafted set you'll run across. Period.
But Julia. Yeah, and that's what I have, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a level 50 Julianus.
Mm.
Now, how can I upgrade the level?
You
Or
don't
can
Oh.
I?
I do.
you
I'll make it.
recraft it.
Do you want my
What you
old armor
do-
back?
No.
It would be helpful. You can deconstruct it and get your purple materials back.
Once it's bound, you can't trade.
Oh.
But you can try and deconstruct, and I mean, because you haven't put points into crafting as much, so you can try and get the stuff back. That's your best bet anyway. It's what you got to do.
Well, I was trying to get it for you. Yeah.
Right, but don't do that until you have the other set.
Yeah, of course.
It'd suck to be running around naked. She giggles. She's thinking about what it would look like to run around naked.
Yeah.
Alright, so Juliana's best set, hands down, for a Magicka user. Okay. What I run is Mother's Sorrow,
Mother sorrow.
which increases maximum Magicka by 1058 for 2 items. Spell critical for 804 for 3 items. Spell critical for another 804 for 4 items. And for 5 items, it's 1857 spell critical. So whenever I crit you, I'm hitting you like a freight train. Then I run the jewelry, the 3-piece willpower set on my jewelry. 2 items is 1400 maximum Magicka, and then 3 items adds 186 spell damage. Each of those 3 pieces of jewelry, I run spell damage glyphs.
Okay.
So that my spell damage is what it is now. But fully buffed, I'm 3200 spell damage and like 62.8% critical chance. So
Yeah, I think what's happened with me is I spent so much time trying to get enough mana because I was doing nothing but that forced pulse attack.
Mm.
You know, and so, or the crystal shard, I'm sorry. And so I was trying to like use that as my main attack and just pummel him with it because I found that it does fire off, and that's where I get the most DPS from that attack.
Yeah.
But I haven't put enough into my critical points. And
well, it's not just that.
like,
The crystal shard, crystal shards is the most expensive magic ability that you have in your any of your abilities. It literally drains you in a matter of seconds if you spam it.
Yep, and I spam it.
Yeah, you got to stop that. Spamming crystal shards is not the way to go.
All right.
So, my monster set is the Valkian Scoria's Arm Cops. I've got the maximum stamina enchantment on both, simply because I do a lot of roll dodging and blocking and bashing on my sorcerer, just to break power attacks and stuff like that when I can. But it adds 1164 maximum health, and then when you deal damage with a damage over time effect, such as my 2 AoEs my burn status effects by dots that I apply to the people. I mean, literally, I have 4 dots, 2 AoEs and 2 single target that are active anytime in a fight. So I have an 8% chance from each one of those to summon a meteor that deals 10,000 flame damage to the target and then 4,710 flame damage to all other enemies within 5 meters. And that can happen every 5 seconds.
So I do
Passive
want to
ability that procs.
be super honest. Trying to wrap my head around it all, but I'm a very visual person. So like, what I have a hard time understanding what you're saying to me. Well, like I hear all the numbers and I hear how you've focused on critical and spell damage and stuff like that, but I don't know how to apply it. Like, I'm confused on what to do next, I guess. Does that make sense?
Just, well, the
That's
thing is,
everything that I have equipped right now.
Okay.
The Valkian is what's called a monster set because it takes 2 items to complete the set, and the 2-item set bonus is phenomenal.
that's what I've got on my warden at the moment, that set.
I'm looking. You remember that dude that summoned that Daedrith? Remember when we was running?
Yeah, that's the monster set.
Yeah. That's the one I want because it lasts until it either dies or something, until the battle's over or something. I don't remember how it goes.
I'm gonna go the other one on my warden. See, that's the thing, Ash. It's a lot of what Chris does and what he's told you may not work for your playstyle.
Okay.
You
I
have
just
to
don't-
try different things and work how you can play comfortably. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you don't, to be honest, these sorts of things until you get to trial level, you can do whatever you like as long as you're having fun and try all the spells out.
When you get to trial level, is whenever it becomes serious.
Yeah, but
You've got to know what
that's
you're
what
doing. Do what?
What do you mean by trials?
There are various trials in the game. They're kind of like dungeons on a much larger scale. Rather than 4 people, 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS, you have 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 8 DPS.
Oh,
that go
that's
in
the
there.
12 person raid
Yes.
that they were talking about.
Yes, and
Okay.
the people in there are typically high CP, well played, well knowledgeable in the game. They know their rotations. They've kind of somewhat maxed out their DPS for their character. So they've got a good grip on the mechanics of dungeons, how to counter, how to keep shields up, how to keep buffs up,
Yeah, but
debuffs, all that.
Ash isn't at that stage yet. Ash is at the
No.
stage where he's got to watch his feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
You
just
gotta
the
stay out of the
basics
red
first.
shit.
Welcome
I
back.
don't think we should give him too much information right now. Just let him play around.
Well, you could be like me and just, dare the healer. I stay in the red shit.
So I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
So
No
Oh,
big
what's
deal.
happening?
they are like 4 minutes apart for the last half hour.
Whoa.
Yep. So, and when they're 5 minutes apart for an hour, you need to be where someone can take care of you. So, I'm gonna go and watch TV with her for 20 minutes and figure out what's happening.
Well, I
Go
hope
to
you
the
have a baby
hospital.
tonight.
I really hope we do, man. It's
Yeah, I
been
hope you do.
Yeah, it's now just like, can we do this now?
yeah, that's where everybody is. So,
Yep.
so anyway, have a
Well,
good one,
good
guys.
luck.
Yep, thank you.
Congratulations. I hope you have it.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, guys.
Hey, do me a favor. When you go up there, give Ashley a really big embracing hug and he's like, hey, Robbie told me to do that for you.
Aww.
Okay, but I'm not humping her or anything crazy.
No, it's as if I was giving her a hug, saying, "Hey, good luck with all this."
Well, if I
That's from
told you
Robbie.
to give one of your women a hug, I would say humper
Well,
too.
if you would also say, "Send me a titty picture."
Yeah, well, later, guys.
Larry.
Later, buddy.
See you later.
Oh my goodness. You guys are nuts.